Hey Dreamers, welcome back to my podcast. Quick little update on the story that I did in my first podcast. Tell me why, after years of not being in contact, I was finally able to connect with the girl that I had this story about. It's crazy because I was having lunch with my friend at the time, and I look over to my left, and guess who's sitting there? And not only was it her, but it was her with her friends, and she was celebrating her birthday. Like, out of all days. You know what? And crazy, I got her email. And guess what? I lost it. Que la chinga. It's so I have to try to pop up on her again and say hi and try to get her contact again because I would love to have her on the podcast. All right, let's just jump into this. Today we are talking about dreams. How fitting. I mean, come on. So let's just get right into these stories. I'm really excited. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and have fun. I've had some really trippy dreams, and a lot of them have meanings and a lot of them don't. So this is a collation of that. These are dreams that I've had and I've written down in my journal. First one is about my first memory. I have a vivid memory of me actually being born. I can remember coming outside of my mother, seeing the doctor, seeing the bright light, and having my first glimpse of life. And so my dream starts off with this first memory, and this is actually a reoccurring dream that I've had. So this dream first starts off with that memory, and then it pops to another scene where I'm in total darkness and it's space. I see this building. Outside of that building, it's almost like a flat like shape, almost kind of like a flat cake. It was like glass and it looked like a mosaic. It had peachy and yellow tones and orange, and that's what it looked like on the outside. So the next scene is me inside of this building. It's completely empty, and again, it's the same exact colors of the mosaics that was on the outside. It was peach, orange, yellow. So I'm in this building, and it's huge, by the way. It's not just some little building, and everyone is laying on their backs. I notice, because I'm on my back, that I'm looking up at the ceiling. On the ceiling is the same colored of the mosaics, except on the ceiling there's spikes. And so what would happen is if someone would move, it was a very fragile building. If someone would move, then it would shake the building. So because of the building shaking, it would make the spikes on the top of the ceiling shake and then eventually fall. That would eventually happen every single time where someone would move, the building would shake, and then the spike would fall. And then I would see a spike falling towards my face and about to, like, I would assume kill me. And every single time I would wake up before the spike would fall. And so that's just one little weird dream I've had. It was reoccurring for years and years in my life up until I was like 11 or 12. And I don't think I've ever had the dream ever again. If that dream wasn't weird enough, just wait until you hear this one. It is me. I dream of a desert. In this desert is a skyscraper. The skyscraper is on fire and decrepit. It zooms in to the top floor. I'm forced to escape this building before it collapses. As I go floor by floor, there are these dark, almost zombie creatures that I have to avoid and try to, like, not die. I go to the end of the last floor and escape before the building collapses. I travel into the desert until I come across a mountain range. I climb the mountains and I find a civilization of these, like, reptile beings that have, like, long torsos with 4 legs and a long tail. Time evolves forward fast, and I become one of these creatures. I evolve too, and I live with them for a long time. What seems like centuries, I think. I then leave the mountains after being there for so long and travel across back to the desert. I return to the skyscraper, and whilst doing so, I transformed back into a human. I go to the foot of the building, and suddenly I return to the wake world. I wake up. Girl, what the hell? I don't know what I be dreaming about sometimes. Tell me if you guys might have an inclination of what that might be, but a lot of times, like I said, my dreams are just random. I have fun though, I'm not gonna lie. These next 2 dreams are the dreams that I had in the same night. What I can remember is I was with my brother. We were swimming in this beautiful lake in the forest. I swam for a little bit and I felt something touch my foot. I said, oh, hell no. So I got up and I stand on a nearby rock. I'm in awe, looking over the water, and a golden energy flashed from behind me, and it traveled throughout my body and throughout the land and through the world. I felt so much good energy that I felt that I could do the same. So I was able to send more and more of these waves of energy throughout the world. And that was the end of that story. The next dream was also very short. I'm in a forest, but this time it's dark. It's pitch black. I can see some light surrounding from the moon and whatnot. I don't know what I was doing, but I look over to my right because I hear a rustle in the bushes or the trees. I notice it's this creature. Although I don't think it was trying to attack me or eat me or anything, but it was standing still and I think it was distraught. I wasn't scared though, that's the thing. For some reason, I knew that in me, I had to do something. Instead of running away like a normal, sane person would do, I walk up to this creature and I put my hand on its back. As soon as I put my hand on its back, out of nowhere, it just started turning into light from head to toe. It was as if I released a burden off this creature, or that I was able to heal it. And that was the end of the dream. It was actually quite very beautiful, and I don't know. I think that I kind of have this energy that I have in my actual life that I'm able to help and heal others with my words, but not too much on that boho hippie stuff because I definitely do believe in science. Don't get me twisted and stuff like that, but I do definitely believe in the metaphysical, and I think that I am gifted with that type of gravitational energy. The next two dreams I had back to back. There was a room, it was brown, and it reminded me of the house that my dad's ex had, but it was totally different. It was a zombie apocalypse. Girl, I do not know what I have with zombies and creatures. I was making a can of beans while sitting on a bed, and I heard noises, and for some reason, I felt it was time to leave. So I left, and I went into the kitchen, and then it just switched to my next dream. There was an evil man that wanted to destroy the planet. It was much like Earth. I tried to save the planet, but I failed. I was then able to travel in this stream of stars that flowed. I was then able to jump to the next planet. This evil man was going planet to planet to destroy them. As he did, so did I. I would jump out of the stream of stars into the gravitational pull of the planet. I knew that if I would miss the jump, I would fall. Anyways, I would go to each planet and save the people of that world. Eventually, I gathered a few team members to help me, and so we saved the planet. I was able to do this with my team as we traveled throughout the universe and different planets. And then I wake up. Yeah, girl, I don't know either. You tell me. So this is just part one of this dream series that I will be doing for Dream Talk. I hope you guys like this so much. I'm having so much fun. This is like so much better than doing just a regular tutorial for me. If you have any specific topics you want me to talk about, from aliens to God, spirituality, food, conspiracies, literally anything on the planet, girl, I'm ready to talk about it. Let's dive into it. Let me know in the comments. I'm having so much fun doing this, you guys. Like I said, I have so much content of these looks if you want to check them out on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and whatnot. I also do post them here on YouTube on the YouTube Shorts. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you guys all so much. As always, love, light, and unity. Have a good day. Have a good night. Drink your water. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. And have fun.